Alrighty.
So this
This
is
is a Franks versus Sicilians.
what a weird base start.
After work, I was like, it's like 3, and I was like, I gotta leave at like 4. I'm just gonna play a quick game and go. So this was one of those games where I've got a deadline. I shouldn't have started the game to begin with, but I did. Yeah, here's my base here, and should be going. Uh, Started really close to the enemy,
Yeah, that's such a weird start.
which was interesting.
You also have your sheep, like all being right next to each other down
Yeah,
there too.
sheep and boar all right next to each other in the front. Um, end up
And
end up
of course, you
finding
send your
it.
scout the other way.
Right, that's how that always works. Alt F. Uh, Click on you. So yeah, doing some sheep scouting for this. Moving around. He was idle quite there a bit at the beginning of it. Oh, he wasn't real optimal with his sheep taken. Being outside of the TC to start, but then I find my. Oh well, I found 3 of the sheep, but missed that. That's funny. I think I remember picking this one up later. Um, but I didn't. Still haven't noticed how close we are yet at this point. Or does he take this from me? Maybe. Oh shit! Is he gonna take this one?
Yep.
Oh, he did. Oh, does he take it from me? I didn't even notice that. Oh, I'll keep an eye on that sheep, but I'm going under here. My plan was to scouts into not into archers, scouts into knights. My typical Franks on Arabia strat. Dude, did I lose both? Oh, he turned around.
Oh,
Okay, he definitely took this one from me then. I feel like I had picked one up here. So I was missing a sheep. Learned that now. Ooh, okay, he's moving.
you guys are seeing each other there.
Yep, and here I go. I bringing in my first boar. And then we got a real nice ready and shoot, and killed it. I had 7 under, so I killed it. So first boar dead. Rough start.
That's why I just don't trust myself to do it. So it's 6 in.
Yeah.
Is the double shoot and then eject
Yes,
kill?
as long as you've only shot it twice.
Gotcha.
Ooh, she thought about it.
Nice save.
Oh,
Nice
she
save.
thought about it. Then he got it.
Then the other guy came and did it. He's like, you won't stop me.
He's walling. He's very standard down here. I come get my other boar. And I want to pause this now while I think about this. That's where that sheep is.
Wow. That is so unfortunate.
And I think what in my head I was like I saw a group and it was just like, oh, it was 2. I saw there were 2, so I just started moving them without thinking, realizing that it was 3.
Yeah.
And so, oh man, okay. So I'm bringing her in. I think I get.
You housed yourself?
6 in. Oh yeah. So pick up some loom while that's going on.
Good call.
Didn't
I need to be better at that.
idle.
If I house myself, just be like, just get the loom.
Pick up loom. That's what loom in Town Watch are for. When I house myself, to do that. Yeah, with the going to get the second boar with a villager earlier than I normally do. It threw off because usually I'd have this up already.
Yeah.
But what's my full scouting here? I was just doing circles. I think I was looking for that final sheep. I'm probably going to run across it here.
Should be getting it, yeah, here.
He is idle as heck. Oh, what is he? Oh, there he goes.
Did you miss it? Oh, okay, you got it. Okay, you just got it.
Yeah, I pick it up there. And then he's going back. And so I'm like, right now I'm like, thank God, another sheep. And then I think I also decided at this point I should push a deer since I missed the boar. Getting at least 1 or 2 deer is probably helpful. And I need to get farms up. And here I go being like, okay, still bringing the sheep in. Let's get him. So I'm like, I need to start getting more wood because I'm going to need farms early too. all
That's
the
what straggler cheese are
while,
for.
I should have like a one-ish
I
Vil
mean, even with
ahead
all
of me.
your mistakes, you're still even on Vil count, which
Yep.
is good. Because he
Yep.
had a major idle on the TC and Eco.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And so I have Loom. I got Loom early, so my Vil lead isn't there yet. Now
Yeah.
it is once he's picking it up. So it didn't hurt me as much. Just started picking up stragglers and pushing. And I don't do a great job of this, if I remember correctly.
Those
I think
farmers like make it mad.
I think I tried to move them out of the way. Then that girl pissed it off. Had to come out right then. Then I get it under the TC-ish, I think, here. Send the farmer's back. Shoot! Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh, I wish... Oh, the clicking was horrid. I was a little frustrated with myself there.
They got the
He's going.
barracks. Yeah.
He's going there.
So you're fast castling then, right?
No. So my plan was to scout, and so I'm gonna try to go up at 21.
Gotcha.
Well, oh wait. So I think I changed my mind here. Yes. So once I started laying Jesus. Once I started laying farms down, I decided, okay, I'm not going to be able to get scouts out in time, so I should just try to castle. I should just try to fast castle.
Gotcha.
So I do start making more Vils. And I'm way off my typical fast castle build order, so we'll see how smooth that goes. Oh god, I ended up with... I idled quite a bit there when I that. And then here come the farmers screwing up my other deer push. Move those two out of the way. That one, did I do a better job? Yeah, that one's pretty decent. So he's up to feudal. And then I'm realizing now, I guess not even now, but I should be realizing when I decide I'm going to fast castle, I should have started walling immediately.
Yeah.
I guess I start thinking about it now, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to wall in this wood line and protect it. Protect it while we're going here. And at this point, he has queued up 2 spearmen in defense, I just noticed. Now that he's in feudal.
So I'm assuming his first drop is going to be on that front wood line. Or is he going for your gold? I know. I'm trying to predict. I would try to put it right between those gold and that wood line.
Yeah. Reject that gold there. Yeah, because all my resources are just right here. But also putting it here where it like get me off berries and wood and these resources as well. But he's got scouts and spears now. While walling in. That is an interesting wall.
Yeah, I don't get that wall.
I would have just gone here, but okay.
Or the one that even the one up above it where he's like could have just went between the 2 wood lines.
Oh yeah. Get there. And then so I think I noticed the spears at this point. And yeah, so I'm up to feudal. Trying to get... And I realized, oh yeah, I wanted to fast castle. Didn't put anybody on gold. Like a dummy. Like a dummy. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just pump Vils out. I think I start realizing it soon. Yeah, oh yeah, right now I'm trying to get a stable up. I'm like, okay, almost got enough food. Almost got enough wood. I was deleting these palisades here just to get the foundations, to get that food, get the wood, and got it back. And then this is happening over here to me, and I realize, oh shoot, I'm dying. Was fighting uphill, and so I was just like, I think I just clicked it through and just was like, oh, I'll just scout before I die.
Just lead him on that chase.
Yeah, he is bringing some scouts that direction now.
I'd be interested to see what, because I feel like if it was me, I would have been scouting the like northwest west, like directly across, and where you are would be one of the like last places
Yeah.
I would have hit.
Let's see. I think I got. Oh no, it's shift right click. Yeah. So you're absolutely right. He scouted over here, and he ran into my scout over there too. So you'd think that, and so so he came in from behind here. See, I had thought he came in from the front, because I knew he was there. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna wall in between him and I, because I've made that mistake before where I don't wall. Excuse me, in the direction I know the enemy is at. So
yeah,
his scouts are sitting there still. Oh, let me do this. I'm gonna put it on this so I see the scouts. And he's... Oh, wow, look at his idle TC time here.
Majorly idle, he's housed.
I got 6. What is he
6-vil
doing?
lead.
Let me look. Is he... He's got a couple queued up and some half-finished houses? Oh, no, I didn't see those bills in there.
Well, he's got them each doing... Are they both doing the same?
Yeah, it appears so.
Okay.
Rushing up 1. Or is it 2? No, yeah, that one's not done. Okay.
Such a little baby base.
Yep. Yeah, really walled himself in there. And then so... These scouts are coming.
Oh.
And I hear them here. And so I'm scared. And I thought he had came through here. So I start trying to get this... Oh, no, quick wall here. He was not smart. He could have gotten in there. But...
Now they're coming with the extra scouts.
So I screwed up and sent those guys out. But finished that one. And over here... Get it just in time. Save those ones, but all the while I lose these 2 vills that accidentally went outside, and now I'm like, oh shoot, gotta get those guys back. And so now I am. I'll take Fog of War off. I'm screwed, so I start running him around my spear, just for my spear, and he picks up on what I'm doing, and so I start trying to fight. And I should have just sent this guy back. I should have just fought with 1. So I lose another Vil.
You lost, what, 3 Vils and you still have a 4 lead? You're so 4 with a 3 lead? 4.
And so right now, I don't know I've got a lead. So I'm just like, oh, I'm doomed. Like, I'm really... He cuts through and, oh yeah, here's the Vils. Coming with the dungeon. And... Yeah, I see that happening. Oh, yeah, and I was like, oh, I'm going to rush. And then I was like, wait a second. All these freaking scouts are right here, so I'm just like, I have no choice but to attack. I'm always the Bills regardless, so I'll take a scout out with me. And so 6 Bills down.
So my, novice advice here was, you see you got 2... Where they're building that dungeon, you had, what, 6 in there?
Yeah.
Just counter tower.
Yeah, you're right. I could have totally... well, I could have only gotten these 4, because that's blocked.
Oh, okay.
I could have only gotten 4 together. But yeah, I could have gotten that tower up and denied it.
Yeah.
Was not thinking. He gets another one.
That's the panic of the game.
Yup. We're down to 7 killed Vils and my idle eco. But he's still got a lot more idle time than me. I start realizing these guys are about to overchop these corners.
Nice save.
So start saving them. I got a little lucky on that. Also start trying to get these Vils saved in gold. Don't do it in time to get them all in there, but I think I get 3 in there. Freaking I didn't garrison the TC that whole time. He was fighting in range, but all while
scout rush is so
I got to cast range.
Nice.
And he's attacking here, and I just realize it while these come in. And so I am 10 Vils down. And at the same time, with the tower rush, I was like, I want to get some archers out. I'm Frank's, I can get fully upgraded crossbow, but don't get our Well, I don't know about, but for Castle Age, I can get fully upgraded crossbow, and I'm getting some knights out. So I'm like, okay, crossbows and knights. I've got a lot of food because I've been having these farmers work, just haven't been getting everything else, and had not gotten the gold.
They're gonna go back to their dungeon. Oh, took your gold too.
Yup, he started mining it, and he's bringing out
sergeants.
He's got 4. I start selling some food for some gold just to get some knights out, because I figure knights are my best bet. And I just want to take out the scouts and the sergeants.
Nice. Nice cleanup with 2 knights there.
He probably should have invested into fletching to make this dungeon more dangerous. But I was just like, well, I'm just going to sit underneath it and attack it. They're not the strongest buildings ever. And I'm getting more knights out. Also had those guys sitting in the TC this whole time.
Yeah, that idle time.
Yep. 50 minutes. And I'm 15 villagers back. Meanwhile, he's got a good food eco on stone. He's got a pretty good eco setup back here. Oh, he pulled out some sergeants to try to fight me earlier, and then I was like, oh, he's running off. I'm gonna chase this. Nice. I wanted to kill a couple vills. So the 13-0 is finally gonna change.
Right past the sergeant, like, no, I want your villager.
And look at this.
Interesting choice.
He's gonna. He went for
almost.
The wall. It did not work. And so I got 2 vills. And so okay, this is about the point. I'm like, I've lost so much, but I see the score.
Yeah, and you're not that far behind.
I'm like, why am I not this far behind? And you know, he's got way more idle TC. He's got a decent amount of idle eco. My thought was, and it's kind of true here. This is the first time I'm seeing these stats. Was he was doing the typical low elo legends that we are, where you attack but forget to keep your TC working.
100%.
And so that's what he was doing. And so I was like, okay, I'm still in this. I get a little bit of confidence, and I just don't know what I'm doing with those knights. I lose so much health to those spear. But I cleared that up, and I'm wanting to attack now.
It's amazing how scary, like, feudal and even early castle spearmen are.
Yep. Yeah, and so he's still feudal, and I'm castle age. So that was part of why I'm like wanting to attack. He has enough to click up now, but he's still got vills queued. I lose those. I lose the knight. And all this time too, I'm trying to balance my eco. He's still got this up. I should start walling soon. Re-walling back behind that.
Hey, build a monastery.
Yeah, right. At least I'm not Lithuanians, where I always forget.
That's the worst, is when you have that boost and you don't remember it.
And so I'm feeling pretty confident here, because I've just seen these 3 spearmen, but I've got a decent amount of knights. Granted, no upgrades, because I have not built a blacksmith. I built the market to get up, because I knew I was floating so much food. And I'm like low on resources here too. I guess I have wood. I could be building more farms, but I'm tapping out everything. And I guess this was the point. I start thinking I should build some crossbowmen, because I have only seen infantry from him. Pikemen and spearmen and sergeants. So I was like, okay, I'm actually going to do that. So I built 2 archery ranges to do that.
Pretend like you need an excuse to go back to your bread and butter.
While my knights attack. And so I attack this corner here so I can get more knights on it to get through it. But he does a decent job getting the house up. I think I forgot about them right here. I'm interested in what happens, because I don't remember this.
Broke through with a little bit. Find the hole.
Yep, and then I realized it and got through. And so now I'm like, feast time, but that is a decent amount of spearmen. And I have to run through him, because he does a really good quick wall there. Wall's in his gold, so I'm just trying to run around. He's in castle. He's up to the same idle eco I am.
Yeah, you did a good job of pulling, like, brightening those villagers off the outside farms.
Yeah, and so right there I was like, oh, I'm gonna split off my knights. Sent one up to the wood line. Do I get this guy?
Definitely a great idea, because now he has to decide where to send his spearmen. And
yeah. Oh, I should have gone under TC. I ate so much there. Didn't need to lose that knight. But I'm doing that. Meanwhile, I've got nine-ish crossbow in the works. Decent amount more.
doing really good at the quick walling.
Yeah, he. And at this point, I'm feeling really confident about my. I think I lose them all there. Really confident about my crossbow switch, because I'm like, all I saw, I was just running around his base, and all I saw was pikemen. He still has killed way more of my units than I have his. And what are we at? About 4 bill difference. I have all. Oh, this is another big thing I hadn't thought about until now. He has not gotten eco upgrades before this.
Oh, no double bit axe at all.
That's probably a big player in the score and the amount of resources I've been able to collect. Yeah, so that's big. So, what am I doing here? Finally remember my monastery. 31 minutes. No big deal. And he sees my crossbow. And I go, wait, oh yeah, I finally got my blacksmith up recently. Because I'm like, these crossbow aren't doing much. I should get fletching. But, like I try to convince myself all the time, is I want to be aggressive. So, brought him forward. Misclicked. It was so hard to click that palisade. I fired at this mill a couple times.
Oh yeah, because
it's like right behind there.
Yeah.
And I was also floating some food and gold, so I was like, okay, let me just build a couple knights just to have them. And all actually did a good. Wow, I was idling a lot.
That was quick.
His. Wait, where is all his? Oh, he's got this thing full.
Yeah, he has over an hour and a half.
Yeah. And then, oh, he got that up right before I made it. Oh, if I'd have pushed in. See, that's another one of those things where I wasn't being aggressive. I could have been more aggressive. There was nothing in my way, and I wasn't really doing anything aside from denying farms. I could have denied this town center. All the while, I had sent those vills to stone in the back of my base when he tower rushed me, thinking, oh, I can counter tower him. Then never did.
Yeah.
But I had enough for my cheap Frank, cheap Frank castles. And at this point, I was like, okay, I just want this castle out, because that is on a hill, right in front of his base.
A nice opening now to the...
Yup. And then...
the onager.
One hit.
Mangonel.
I'm like, I kept trying to click forward, and I was failing. Oh, and then I was like, I'm gonna get in range of it, but I was in range of the TC, and I just wasted all those crossbow. Oh, he killed one of his spears. Yeah, and so I gave up on him. I was just like, okay, they're dead. I should have just pulled back with those guys.
Let him chase and then knight him.
I could have used my knights. Because at this point, I've only got one armor on my knights.
I mean, my first thought when you came down with those crossbows was the fact that they immediately built a town center and a siege workshop. I was like, that's great awareness and ready to pick up the counter as soon as they saw your crossbowmen.
Yup. And now I'm like, oh, I want to go get the mangonel, but he has his stupid pikeman there. I send one in and misclick him back when I select them all. I probably could have killed that. But then
they had the villager right there ready to repair too.
Yeah, that's a good point too. I probably wouldn't have gotten it. But this is huge. This difference here. He went from putting the pressure on me to now I have the pressure on him. And watch this go up in like 3 seconds because he's Sicilians. And I did not see this.
Oh! Right on the edge.
Right outside of my view. Yeah, I still don't even see it yet. But I'm like, I know there's a wood line here. I'm going to go harass it. So sent some spikes, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to... Oh, no. Yep.
Now the low elo legend style of, can I get around this?
Yes. Because that's like, that's actually protecting all these farms that I kept denying him. So I go back over here.
He sends his mangonel to your archers.
Yup. Totally didn't remember that happening, so I completely ignored those. Oh, and right afterwards I go, I'm going to put a castle there. You dummy. My castle took out a production building there. Oh, at this point, too, I'm going around getting relics. Finally got my monk going. Oh, God. Oh, I don't remember this either. Oh, my God. He has killed twice as many units as mine. My KD is horrible. So even right now, I feel like I'm on the offensive just losing units. But I'm like... I should feel good, maybe, but my score's still lower. I was unsure, and finally clicked. I clicked to Imperial here.
I appreciate the fact that his KD is one higher on both than you because he killed his own villager, or his own pikeman.
You're right. You're right.
You got the kill and the death on that.
Yeah, so I got this castle up here. I was like, okay.
I'm surprised you got that up. I figured the blacksmith. I was so busy on your tab that he didn't notice right next to the blacksmith.
Oh, he lost that. He must have accidentally clicked that through. Yeah, he probably could have denied that with a mangonel just firing at my vills, but I was just happy to get that wood line denied and get a little bit more space. And now I'm like, okay, I'm going to Imp. I'm going to build some trebs, take down this castle that's bothering me. Oh, I didn't realize he had clicked up here already too. I forgot to mention that. Start taking this gold with those vills.
Gonna beat you by like just under 30 seconds.
Yes. Meanwhile, oh no, I sent this guy back to kill this mining camp because I didn't want him seeing inside my base. And I've just got. He's just being so passive. He's got so much resources. I feel like he could have used. Here. And like he's only built pikemen and mangonels. Like trash units and then a couple of mangonels. Yeah, I guess he's getting some more on gold here, but get some gold units out would be my suggestion to him. Like Sicilians don't have a whole lot, but they do have these on once you get
second castle.
Yep, so he's building a castle. I don't know what that castle really does for him, but...
Did they just recently gave Sicilian SOs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was like, I don't remember them having it, but I haven't played them since the most recent update.
Yeah, that was one of the bonuses they gave him in that buff. And so, yeah, building a trebuchet, and I just do not have the wood income to make them. So I think I bought wood there to get it out, and I'm like, oh shoot, he's out before me. I suck at Treb Wars, particularly when I see two here firing, because he was able to get him out of both castles, which I totally should have tried to get one out of here sooner. And so this is the fight. It's like 2 castles versus 2 castles, and I have a decent amount of knights. Should I can get it? Can I get in? But he walled.
That was a great wall on that one with a mangonel right next to it.
And the gates back here. Like, I thought this was super clutch on his part.
Yeah.
I lost all those knights. And I clicked through and they tried to go through here. Like, he honestly could have just left the spearman sitting there. Yeah. And so I'm like, oh shoot. I lost that castle. So my aggression did not pay off with that. I built the siege workshop to try to build siege too, but like I mentioned, I don't have the wood. See, I don't even have I have bow saw yet. But the nice thing I have going for me right now is he can't really push my trebuchet well. Oh, he comes in with mangonel. Oh yeah, there's this one. And I'm like, I need to take that mangonel out.
Damn.
And he is attacking this. Pikemen do not do much to trebuchets.
No, that was...
And it's at 2. Meanwhile, I have enough stone for another castle. And I'm like, okay, it didn't work right here. Oh yeah, he got that castle while this was going on. And I'm just pushing another one.
So now he's gonna treb your trebs?
Yep. And I don't think I aim for his trebs. I just go for his castle. But I'm gonna just go to the other side. I don't know why I built this one here.
Maybe try to get the distraction mode.
Yeah. He really... Did he not? If he'd have taken all 3 of these trebs and targeted this, he'd have killed that foundation. But I liked this. I was like, production. And I know there's a TC here. I think I built... yeah. I don't know what that knight's doing. Oh, I did delete this. I eventually was like, that's dumb. Why am I doing that?
And I
go over here, and I think sometime soon I should be making a good decision. He killed my gold mining camp, so I sent them up to here. Remember these guys later. Keep an eye on them.
Can do.
And so, okay, here he comes with some 8 sergeants. He has 1 on. Look at his idol. Like, he filled this up. Why? Look at his idle ego. But anyway, like, yeah, he just does not have the production right now. So I guess he can't really get out the gold units that he should be able to.
Now he has no food.
I start thinking, I skipped past it, but I've got 12 knights queued here in 3 stables, I think. I realized I had a ton of food and gold, because all that while I was doing that, I had gold. I finished up that gold, and not a lot of farmers, but I wasn't using it much. I was only building vills and not anything else. So I was like, okay, let's go back into cav. Franks have good cav. Oh, I lost a vill there. And so now I actually am ranging this with this castle. Oh, he built some skirms here.
I'm sorry, I'm mildly distracted. I have Delbert on my lap attacking my headphone cord.
No worries. And so you'll notice I clicked these guys to this gold. And so at the time, I did not have enough wood. Thinking, okay, I'll click them. And once I get 100, I'll come back.
Nope.
I didn't come back.
You didn't. They're coming back, though. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
They're coming back to your TC.
So that's happening. So, yeah. And why I didn't come back is I was like, I want these trebs. They've killed how many of my castles now? 1, 2, 3. Denied a 4th, really. I want the trebs. Yeah. And so meanwhile, I did not pay attention to the Jackson Jills up there. And I thought, my Cavalier can survive enough pike hits. I can take out the trebs. I'm getting a couple of them picks. And then I did not click the last one. Those... I mean, it's nice to get the trebs, but did not finish what I needed.
You lost how many there? Like 10?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Ugh.
At this point, I do have 3 relics. That's why I couldn't find these last 2 relics. They were down here right on the edges of the map.
Oh, wow.
Also, this is happening I
The
realized
sergeant's busted in.
Sent back some Cavalier to help out. These guys, are they upgraded very much? A little.
They got the armor and...
Not imp upgrades. They're missing a decent amount. But they get some kills. All the while, I'm just like, I'm going to double down here.
Your
And
EcoKD's even.
Yep, and here's where I make the realization. And if you watch my actual replay, you'll see me go into the Frank's tech tree and check here. Yes. Okay, chemistry. Do they have bombard cannons? The only thing killing me is Trebs.
Oh, you get the bombards.
They've got bombard cannons.
Yep.
So, I go chemistry time. I don't know. I've thrown away so many Cavaliers.
Just want to get rid of them Trebs.
I'm so desperate. When I
mean, you
held back.
But you did keep them from like attacking you there for a good like 30 seconds, enough that you're gonna get that castle up.
That's true. That's true. And so he
took out the town center.
Oh shoot! Why is he so? He's low on. I guess he's low on wood because he's just making pikemen and trash units and stuff.
And Trebs, Mangonels, and
yeah, I guess
pikemen and skirmishers.
And here it is. It's queued. I got a ton of gold. I think I sell some gold. That's fine. Sell some gold. I buy some wood.
And you have ballistics too, right?
Yes.
Yes,
I do. That doesn't affect bombard cannons.
Does it not?
Not unless you have it's the Portuguese unique tech that gives them.
You're right.
Gives them the equivalent of it. And so I run out of stone repairing that one. But I'm building up good army here. And at this point, wow. Like, I want to pause and look at this to myself. My score, I'm feeling good score-wise, but I'm 20 vils up. And that's EcoKD's, I guess I got 10 on him there. But 30 minutes of idle TC time. Like, that is huge.
I mean, also 5 more hours of idle eco than you.
Yeah, yeah. So, I finally get the bombard cannon. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to guard this baby. When I got 20 Cavalier, I'm going to guard him. And I think here soon no, I don't. Yeah, there, I bought some wood. I'm like, I want 2 of these babies. Let's do this. Killed one. Favorite. I'm going to go in for the next one. But he ran
Retreats
away.
with it, but
yeah.
I mean, you're denying that.
And I didn't realize this until this happened, but there's a gap through there that whole way. I could have sent in. Not that I want to go in because it's goddamn pikemen. But I'm just like, okay, I'm going to sit up here on the hill and kill these buildings. I'm just like, going to get some use out of him while I wait. Still building Cavalier. And at this point, too, I'm on stone. I built a mining camp up there, too, by the way. Oh, these were these guys that I ran away from this gold back to there. But I'm just happy with making Cavalier to protect my bombard cannons. That was my thought. Because at this point with Imp, I didn't feel like I wanted to just go crossbow. And my castles have not been protective enough to get throwing axemen out. But I come in here.
Yeah, it was interesting to...
He left this guy. I put this castle right on the edge of this one's fire range, so it would be in range of it. But I ran these guys off. The dungeon range is right here, and this castle range is right here, so I just left those 2 guys. And at this point, too, I was like, I've got enough Cavalier, got the 3rd armor upgrade, was getting the next attack. I'm just going to... I was getting a little bit more ballsy with them.
Yeah. Got some... And then he gave up?
I guess he gave up there. But, yeah.
I guess when you took out the Trebs, you had 2 bombards, you had that huge army of Cavs, and all he had was 17 overall.
And I feel like I did say GG back to this. I don't know if it didn't capture it in there. But, yeah, I was like... I felt lucky, almost. Like, I feel like I reacted so badly to the attack. He could have just kept the pressure up. I mean, well, I guess I should rephrase
Well,
that.
that's
I actually did a decent job responding. I decided I was going to just go to castle, and I got to castle, and my knights cleaned this up. But he didn't have a follow-up. Like, I don't know what his other plan was aside to just hang back. Like, he could have built other TCs, expanded or something. But
see, that's what, like, he pushed hard, you fought it off, and it didn't look like there was a next step there.
yeah, I mean, he could have just attacked again. Like,
Yeah.
I beat off the first attack, but, I mean, think after I cleared up that first attack. Like, he was in a great spot still. He just needed to make the army. If he came forward with pike and siege, yeah, that's probably his move there. Is he has this pike, I can't attack. I wasn't able to take this off. And once I built crossbow, he built one mangonel and it cleared me up. He should have been like, okay, mangonels and spears.
Yeah.
And built right along here, and I'd have been in trouble. That was probably what he should have done. I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but
at the same time, like, you did well with you got like 5 knights, pushed them out, and then instead of just being like, all right, I've pushed them out, you went, I'm going to
I got the pressure.
Go counter.
Yeah, that's true.
And
that's a good
I think that threw him all off. Is that if it was me coming from my low elo point of view, if I had that early push like that, get pushed off, and then immediately get counterattacked with 5, like even the 5 knights, my mindset is like, oh crap! Like I didn't do as much as I thought I.
yeah. And that's because that's the hard part. Once you're getting pressured to remember they're screwing up too. Like I was screwing up while I was attacking, and that was kind of what I was thinking when he was going. Is I was just like, okay, just survive it. He's not doing as great as he thinks. I mean, he killed like 14 of my vills. He just needs to keep putting that on.
The issue is too, like he went with a dungeon rush, which I wouldn't have done.
Yeah,
like the way I would have built that dungeon on the other side of your wood line to have it flush with your wood line, and then all you do is build some palisades. But he wanted to build those sergeants and send the sergeants out. But that early, when you don't have the eco for it, you're just putting yourself in a hole.
That's true. That's another good point too. If he'd have walled in that dungeon.
Yeah, because you were just able to walk right up because you knew he didn't have murder holes.
Yeah, either wall in the dungeon or bring some more pikes forward.
Yeah.
Did he bring any pikes?
No, as soon as you came with the knights, he ran off with 3 scouts and then built a couple of sergeants.
Yeah. So I wanted to look at the statistics here. So military-wise, he kicked my butt, but I think this is all just his idle. He just if he kept his TC running more, I think he'd have. Well, I mean, he had all the idle bills too. But,
let's look at the military. Wow, you evened out on kills.
Pretty much even, but okay. So he killed one of his own.
Yep. So that's why you won on the units loss. You were exactly even.
That's funny. I killed a bunch of buildings. I built up that army. Eco-wise, food's almost even. He got a lot more wood. And look, this is. I feel like
that amazes me.
I made gold units. He was trading with me better, more cost efficiently wise. He was killing way more of my gold, but he wasn't making gold units.
And he wasn't getting gold either.
Yeah, I feel like if he'd have taken the vills that collected 4,000 extra wood and gotten 8,000 gold, I don't know what all Sicilians make well, but even just more sergeants, you just get a mass of them.
I mean, sergeants aren't the greatest though.
Yeah, that's. I mean, something though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Although, but I guess he needed something other than infantry, maybe. Some of that. But yeah, this is this whole time he's attacking me, and I'm losing vills, and he's like going from here to the comeback was, and then even like look at all the times I just lost my army, and then I just be aggressive. I think that's been one of the biggest things with my improvement is I'm just gonna go attack. Like that's it. Like that jumps to this. He took way better
I know.
fights, but.
For like, if you're doing Sicilian, you're definitely doing like your. I would have went down the champion line. Like you have full champion.
Yeah, that's probably.
You get squires, you get arson.
Hell,
I
he
think
coulda
you get every blacksmith upgrade. So
Yeah, they should. So.
and they were the what is it? Yeah, their special isn't they receive 50% less bonus damage. So even if you built like anything that could counter them, like
Yeah,
they're
that's
still
true.
stronger.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, yeah, you could even go into arbs with him. I feel like I don't know if that would have been great against. But you put some arbs with those halberdiers. Yeah, I still feel like he could have just built a million mangonels and upgraded to onager or siege onager, and I'd have been screwed.
Oh,
Because if you combine
absolutely.
those with these, yeah, he never got enough to use any of that stuff. So,
'Cause, yeah,
but
like
anyway,
I mean, my thought though is like he built the stable and did like a scout rush. Like, yeah, scout rushes are annoying, but your stable is not useful after feudal.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess you can do cavaliers and stuff, but they don't. They get like they get bloodlines, I guess. So.
Yeah, but the other thing is you have the pikemen don't